Do you know how I love that spreadable herb cheese stuff, like that French herb cheese stuff? I love it in a lot of my dishes. It's Boursin. I love it. You can make your own. I'm going to show you how really quickly to do this. I take a brick of cream cheese and a stick of butter. I usually use salted. We're going to add some garlic powder, some dried dill weed, some black pepper, dried basil, a few different things in here. It's linked in there, as well as about 2 tablespoons of Parmesan and about a clove and a half of some garlic. It's so easy. You literally just take a spatula and just mix it up for a little bit, and you're going to have the most amazing. You can pop this in the fridge, use it on crackers, use it in your food, whatever you want. Today we are making champagne chicken. So we're going to start by literally just taking some thin chicken cutlets, like a chicken breast that's sliced into about a 1/4 inch thick, dredge it in a flour mixture, just with a little bit of garlic powder, salt, and pepper in there at the same time. Then we'll go to our Instant Pots, and I have some oil heated, and I'm going to just literally kind of flash sear it, give it a little bit of some brownness. I already did a whole other batch of chicken.
Give it some color, right? Give it a little bit of color.
Exactly. But it's not to be fully cooked right now. It's going to happen when it was pressure cooked, all that. So I'm just going to speed this along, and I'm going to take this out, and it's going to join its wonderful siblings on this plate. You see that? All pretty, lovely. We're going to let this sit over here for a little bit. And now we're going to go back to our pot, and we're going to start sauteing some veggies. I'm going to add in a couple of large shallots, my favorite type of onion, right in the pot in that oil. The garlic, the butter, the shallots, we're just getting that going. That's all I got to do. Now, if you want to add some mushrooms, go for it. I love mushrooms in this dish. I'm adding a whole pound of them, and I'm just have baby Bella sliced mushrooms. You could use white mushrooms, whatever. Just saute them in there for a little bit. I would normally do this for about 3 to 5 minutes until the onions start to brown and sweat a little bit. Now comes the key ingredient, our champagne. A half a cup right in the pot, and we have a little bit left. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to deglaze the bottom of my pot from anything that might have got stuck on there. It's stainless steel, so I'm just going to quickly deglaze. And by the way, if you don't want alcohol in your food, you can always add in a little bit of extra broth. We're going to add 3/4 of a cup of chicken broth to the pot and a teaspoon each of oregano and Italian seasoning. Give that a quick stir that around in there. And now I'm going to take my chicken. I would normally say nestle it in, but whatever, that's fine. Just slide it right in there. That's totally fine. Cherry or grape tomatoes, a little pint, and then top it off with about 5 to 8 ounces of baby spinach. Seal the lid, and now we're going to pressure cook it literally, Rachel, for 5 minutes. Hit the pressure cook button, 5 minutes. That's it. So now let's go back to the Instant Pot. We're done with our delicious champagne chicken. Taking that lid right off. All right, it gets a little steamy in there. And now I'm going to take some tongs. I'm going to remove my delicious chicken. You can scrape the spinach off to the side. All right, just put your chicken in a serving dish. It's okay if some of the veggies make it in there with it. This chicken, by the way, is beyond tender right now. You're not going to need a knife to eat this. It's like almost falling apart. You see this?
That's how tender this is. With the tongs.
Okay, now we're going to turn this into the most amazing, creamy, champagne-y sauce ever. First thing you got to do, I've said this before, you got to make a little bit of a cornstarch slurry because a slurry will always thicken in a hurry. And I'm going to add in equal parts with the cornstarch, 1.5 tablespoons and then 1.5 tablespoons of water. Mix it together. It's going to go from like a consistency that's kind of, exactly, from thick to kind of smooth. And then I'm just going to literally add this into my pot here, which I just put on saute to heat it up a little bit. Stir it in, and it's going to thicken things up just a bit. Perfect. And now my dairy touches, and then we're going to be done. I'm adding in about a cup of Parmigiano Reggiano.
Yes! Parmigiano Reggiano!
Yes, I'm adding in about 1/3 of a cup of a heavy cream. Again, comfort food. And then we're going to add, of course, that Boursin, that cheese that we added in, as well as about 2 teaspoons of seasoned salt. You don't have to add it. I mean, of course, the Parmesan has enough to it, but I've made this dish enough to say I like a little bit of extra salt in it. I don't ever like an over-salted dish. It's fantastic. You just stir this, Rachel, at this point. Look at the sauce we have going on. Look at that sauce. I'm going to put it all over my chicken. Just ladle it. And by the way, Rachel, you're going to have so much extra sauce why not? Just keep the sauce because you can use it over rice, over pasta, whatever you want to do.
This simple comfort step-by-step Instant Pot cookbook is going to be yet another international bestseller, I guarantee you of that. It is available April 12th. You can, of course, pre-order it right this minute.